Oh, hey, Jack. Man, your presentation for your master's defense, so dope.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, it was great. How'd it go in the closed door?
It was a little tough, a little rough going at times. They were a tough committee.
Wait, who was on your committee?
Well, obviously Dr. Pierce was on there.
Right.
There was Dr. Barnes, Dr. Schumacher,
Yeah.
Dr. Fisher.
Right. Oh, yeah. But hey, how did they like the plot with the oil? The oil plot?
It was hard to tell.
Really?
I couldn't tell from their reactions.
Because it was such a perfect fit.
I did a really interesting Monte Carlo approximation that I thought Dr. Barnes would love.
Oh.
And I got pretty much no response from her. So there's a large amount of scatter here, but using a Monte Carlo approximation, I was able to do a least squared fitting, and I think it's readily apparent that increasing oil does lead to increasing the direct rate of effect. It's pretty obvious to me, even though there's a lot of scatter, I don't feel it's really necessary to bog us down with the details of the numbers, but it's definitely linear. So Dr. Schumacher, what do you think about this? Are you even listening to me? I'm actually kind of hungry too. Are we sharing? So I ran Geoschem Tomas to try and model this, and it really didn't match my results. So I figured modeling has really no place in climate feedbacks.
Stop crying, Pierce.
I don't mean to be rude, but it's kind of hard to tell if anyone's paying attention. I think for my PhD, I'll just not use any modeling. What I found to make my results better was I needed particulates of around, 1 millimeter sizes to be emitted from oil, and I think that's realistic. In general, particulates of bigger sizes make more of a difference than particulates of small sizes, so I just turned off nucleation. And Professor Barnes is falling asleep, so let's just wrap this sucker up. Oh, Dr. Fisher, I see you're making some helpful suggestions on my paper. I think the originality of my analysis really qualifies this work for Science or Nature or the Library of Congress.
I would reject this paper. Not everybody gets a PhD.
My parents think this work is really worthy of a PhD. I was hoping just to have a PhD instead of a master's.
Who are these guys in the painting?
Oh, those guys? I think those are two of the Koch brothers. I think that's the coach of the New York Jets.
Pretty old.
Well, I see things are getting a little hectic here, so I might just grab a seat, hang out with my buddies. And, there we go.
No, right now.
Yes. I totally understand.
Rat is a rat.
Dr. Fisher, I am completely lost with where you're taking this.
Jack, this is ridiculous.
I know. It's ridiculous. I'll leave. Goodbye, old man. I don't know. I bet it's a lot easier at Boulder.